Hello, and we're on another adventure, and this is a proper adventure. I have never been to these locations that I'm heading to. I keep pulling over and taking photographs as well on the way up here, so at the end of my Scotland trip, on the last video, I'm going to put a compilation together of all the pictures I'm taking handheld from the car seat virtually. I've got my XT4 on the seat next to me with the 400mm attached to it, and I've also got the 16-80 in my bag next to me, so I can grab them at any moment when I see something. If I can pull over, I'll pull over and get a shot. I've just got a couple of cracking shots of the trees in the mist because the clouds are wrapping around the tops of the hills. Now I'm heading north. I'm heading up to Achaidh. That's my plan, but on the way up I've got a couple of little locations, a couple of waterfalls that I'm going to see if I can go and have a look at. So this is day 2, Sunday. I've got a week, so I'm hoping to make my way up a little bit further north, heading up towards Inverness. If I can, I'd like to clear Inverness tonight and find somewhere to park, and then I can carry on up to the Achaidh area on Monday, which gives me a couple of days up there, 2 or 3 days up in that area to have a good look around. So that'll be in future videos coming out over the next few weeks. There's a lot of water on the road. I keep dodging puddles. The fields, I've just passed the River Tay, I think it is. It is massive. It's like a football pitch wide. It is really, really big. So there's an awful lot of water around, but what is nice is these pine trees in all the forests that I'm driving around. There's one directly in front of me, which is such a shame you can't see it. It's a beautiful, beautiful orange colour. So there are some nice colours in the trees amongst other trees. So I'm hoping to get a bit of colour when I get up there. But today's just going to be grabbing a few shots on the way up, and I may even put a few of these hand shots on the end of the video if I don't do much in this actual video. So I'll speak to you when I get to my hopefully first location, if it's not too much of a hike, because I don't want to spend a lot of time hiking because I've got very, very short days. I've only got between like 8 o'clock and 3:30 for sunlight, so I do need to make the miles up to get up to the area I want to be in. So I'll have a quick look up here. It's only a couple of miles off my route. If I can get to the waterfall, I'll get you a shot. So I managed to get out of the van and go for a bit of a walk. The first little spot, I couldn't get a parking place anywhere to try and stop. This is a National Trust Scotland, so I've got my badge, just stuck it in the windscreen. Yeah, so I'm just going to have a little walk along this river. It's about a 9-minute walk to some photographic locations apparently, so I'm going to go down and have a little look and see if there's anything on this pathway, and just stretch my legs for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to go back, fill my coffee flask up and carry on going north. So let's see what we can find down here. So I've got an awesome photograph set up. The only thing I really can't do much about is my horizontal and vertical, because I haven't got a vertical plate, but I'm going to try and do one in a moment if I can manage it, because I think a vertical will be even better. But I've got this massive river that's raging like absolute crazy next to me, as you can see down there. But I've got this beautiful little arch of a tree. I don't know if you can see it there. We've got this lovely little arch that's leaning over the top of these powerful little cascades. So that's what I'm trying to get a shot of. I've used the polarizer on and the polarizer off, but I'm not quite sure which one actually works better yet. And I also think I'm going to have to bring the tripod up a bit higher to try and get a little bit more scope looking down onto the water, because I don't want the sky in it. So yeah, I'm just trying a couple of different exposures, or not so much exposure times, but more like underexposing. So I'm taking one with an exposure to get me those nice green mosses on the trees, and then I'm taking another one that's underexposed, that's keeping all the detail in the water and the texture. Don't need any ND filters on here, because this amount of water coming down here at the moment is absolutely horrendous. It's masses of water, and I certainly don't want to slip in there, because the next time you're seeing me, I'll be back at home. Right, so I've got another one set up, and I'm hoping you can hear me all right with the amount of noise and thundering water that's coming past. I've actually put my bracketing on now, and on this Fuji X-T5 I can actually do a 125th ISO. which is nice. So that's going to slow things down a little bit more. They brought the ISO down now on this new camera. I've got the exposure set to OK, which is a good average. I've got a nicer, I'm at the top of the bank, so I'm actually looking down. So I've got these nice curves leading over, and the water's quite dark underneath it, but I think the image works well. I think the little leading lines from the branches do really make it look quite interesting. Just I can't seem to get myself in that perfect little position. So I'm going to finish off one or two more here, and then I'll pop them up on the screen for you, and I'll make my way back to the car. So before I went back to the car, I thought I'd just walk along the path a little bit, and I'm so pleased I did, because this is actually the feature along this river. Look at this really old, antique looking bridge, really, really nice. And I managed to come down the bank a little bit, but I can't go down any further because it's so slippy and muddy. So I've done a bracketed shot, or no I haven't, I've done a panoramic with, I've done 4 images, gone up a little bit, 4 images, gone up a little bit and 4 images, because I've got the 18mm on. And I can't quite get it all in. I don't want to mess around with my lenses. So yeah, I've tried that. I'm going to go off onto the top of the path now. You can see a guy up there on the path. I'm going to get up there and have a look, looking down a little bit, and see if I can have a look on the other side of the bridge as well, see what that looks like. But if this panorama stitches together okay, I'm going to put it on for you and have a look, because it's really, really pretty, this is. Holy crap, I was not expecting to see this. Holy, my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I've got the wide angle on, which is a good job, because I want to take all this in, and then I'm going to get a longer shot. Jesus. Wow, what a lot of water. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my God, I hope you can hear me, because this is absolutely insane. I have never seen anything like this before. They've even made a little old balcony type thing so you can actually stand out here and look at it. Jesus, the water coming down there. I couldn't have picked a better time to come and have a look at that. Gee. Whew. Let's come in here a little bit. There, this is a bit interesting. We've got some nice paintings on the wall. That, and on this nice glass doorway, and it's all very unique. Look at the ceiling. But that is the view in front of you. Absolutely amazing. now. I've got to get back to the car because I've got to be cracking on. I'm not quite sure what the time is, but if I don't make haste, I'm going to get stuck down this end. I haven't even got to Inverness, so I'd like to get that far at least tonight. Then it gives me a couple of hours driving tomorrow. Just been talking to a lady in that little, I'm going to call it a temple, I don't know what it is. I'll give her one of my cards. Hopefully, if you're watching this, hello, nice of you to chat, and drop me a comment, say hello so I know it's you. But yeah, she's asking these questions. Do you make money out of YouTube? And I don't. You've got to be pretty big and pretty good to be making money. So if you're wondering about doing it to make money, you better be good at it, because at the moment I'm on 10,000 subscribers and I don't make enough to pay for me fuel in my van really. So yeah, don't bother unless if you're doing it for money, it's the wrong game unless you're special, unless you're good. I'm going back to the van. I'm going to eat my little crusty bun thing I bought earlier on for my lunch, make myself a coffee in my flask and crack on. I'll see you a bit later on. So I'm making my way now towards Inverness. I had a couple of waypoints on my sat nav and I went and had a look, but there was nowhere to park, so I just carried on going. I've got my next waypoint is 22 miles, and then I think Inverness is another 50 miles further up. So I think my plan, I'm just going to have a little look at this waypoint when we pull over. So let's say 22 miles. I'm on the A9. I'm going through the Cairngorms at the moment, heading my way up through the Cairngorms National Park, and you can tell you're in the mountains, or you're in Scotland, because you've got 6-foot marker posts all the way down the side of the road. So they're snow markers, heaven forbid. So yeah, strange video, I know, strange video, but I just want to take you along. This is my adventure, and I want to take you on my adventure. I know this road, I've been on it a couple of times. I remember when I came up here on my motorbike the first time ever, we did the A9 before they put all the 50-mile speed limits in it. Shum, what a road, what a road, straight through. 161 miles without a service station. But I do know where they are now, but I've got enough fuel. I've got 200 miles in the tank. I've got enough to get me to Inverness. Then I'll be filling the tank right to the top again, so that's another probably 120, 130 quid. And that should see me through getting to all around the northwest of Scotland and around the Achaidh area and Torridon, and until I get back down to civilization again. Yeah, stick with it. Hopefully you're still with me and you're still watching. And sorry it's a long one, but Scotland's massive and it takes a long time to get from place to place. A very long time. I'm back on again. There is definitely snow up in the high hills, right up in the high hills. I can see in my right hand mirror there's some snow in the top corner, and my left hand mirror I can see that little mountain peak, and the whole top of it is covered in nice frosting of snow. So they're very pretty. So I'm wondering whether it's the same over the the area where I'm going, over into the Achaidh area, because that's further up. Now what I'm getting excited now, my whole body's starting to feel more excited, is I'm seeing the mountains in front of me, and they're big and looming, and quite possibly there's snow up on the top, a couple of them bigger ones, but it's hard to tell because there's low cloud as well. But yeah, I'm thinking they do look like there's a bit of snow. There's a bit of snow on them. So right at the tops, we've definitely got frosting out the window there. I can see the frosting on the top of that one. So oh yeah. See, it smiles on my face. I don't know if that's smiling or whether it's nerves. Ooh, I don't know what it is. I'm on my own and I don't want to get stranded and stuck, and I know I'm stupid, but I'm going to take my time and do everything I can to make sure everything's safe and done properly. But yeah, it's a bit of excitement and nerves, I think. Oh dear. Oh, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Hope you're feeling what I'm feeling. It's pretty cool. And I'm back on again. Yeah, I've just been to that waypoint and I didn't bother getting out of the van and going for a walk. it was a waterfall, and oh, excuse me, I'm actually tired, and I think that's why I've decided not to. I've done a lot of driving for the last couple of days, and I think I need to get to Inverness. The sat-nav's telling me 51 miles to get to where I'm hoping to park. Now that's telling me it's 25 past 3, which means I'll have 15 to 20 minutes before the sun goes down. So I won't get many more photos, if any, tonight or today. So just hold tight for a second or two and we'll find out, because this is going to be by the magic of video. I've got ages. It's 25, but I've got an hour. I've got an hour of driving now to get to Inverness, and I've got to get fuel. I've got to get some AdBlue because my AdBlue warning lights come on. So I've got 1,300 miles before I need AdBlue, so I better get some as soon as I can. So bear with me, and hopefully I'll get you some kind of a sunset shot, or at least a shot to finish the end of this video. And the wife's calling me. The wife's calling me, so I'll catch you later. Hello, hello. Hello.
I'm just getting tea. I've just been doing the garden.
Oh, very nice. So I've jumped out the van because I've just seen a photo, and it's a photo I've got to show you. It is going to be a nice one. Now, I've quickly swapped my lens over that I had in the front of the van. I've got the 1680 in my hand, which gives me all the reach and all the scope I need to try and get this shot. Now this shot is over the Armco, so I've got to step over the Armco. I've parked in a lay-by, and I'm going to try and get this from here, but just look at this gap through the trees. How cool does that look? A castle on a little turret with the snow-topped mountains. Wow. Now the problem I've got is the sun's not on it. When I drove past it just now, the sun was on it, and it looked flipping amazing because the sky was black behind it with the snow on the mountains, and the castle was all lit up with gold and yellows. There is some light in the hills in the background, and I don't think I'm going to get any light now because the clouds have actually engulfed in the sun and taken the sun away, so I'm not sure we're going to get any more sun, but if we do, it's going to make this shot even better still. But I still think this is a great run to almost end the video on, because I'm definitely not going to get to Inverness until it's dark now.
After 800 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A82, towards Longman Industrial Estate. The roundabout and take the second exit, A82, Longman Road, then you have reached your waypoint.
BP petrol station at Inverness is definitely the petrol station to go to. If you're an AdBlue person or a van driver or something like me that needs AdBlue, they've got a pump for the AdBlue, which is way better than buying it in a canister. I was told that by a lorry driver. I don't know why, but you can always comment below and tell me if there's a difference. Yeah, filled up the tank, another 120 quid. I knew it would be. 119 pounds worth of fuel, but it was only 182 and it's 184 at home, so I've got a bit extra fuel. So yeah, and I filled myself up with some snacks. I've got this thing about the M&S 3, it used to be 3 for £7.50 and now it's 3 for £8. So you get the honey mustard mini sausages, and then you get the Morton Mulberry mini pork pies, and I treated myself to something else as well, I can't remember what it was now. Oh, some chicken bites, little mini chicken bites. So that's going to last me a couple of days. I'm not eating them all tonight. I'm actually having pizza tonight, if you're interested. I got them this morning at the shop at Lidl. I'm having some pizzas and I'm going to put them in my Ridge Monkey to warm them up. So I'm looking forward to me 2 little pizzas tonight and a couple of these little snacks as well. Doesn't look like there's going to be any more photographs. I'll thank you now for watching. If I do get one, I'll put it at the end of this, but I really don't think so. The sun has well and truly gone down behind me. The sky is blue with some little tiny clouds. There's not a lot. So all I need to do now is find myself somewhere to settle down for the night. Somewhere I'm not going to bother anybody. Somewhere I can get me kettle on, have me dinner, and watch a movie or something for tonight, and then get going tomorrow morning. So I'm waffling. That's because I'm all on my own and no one else to talk to. So it's you I'm talking to. So yeah, ciao for now. See you soon. Please like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up. Really means a lot to me. And maybe share this video. Do us a favour. Share the video with somebody, anyone random. You might hook them into watching this crazy nutcase travelling around Scotland for the next few days. Bye bye. See you soon. I need a cup of coffee. Oh, and look at this. We've got yellow warning for ice forecast. Yep, we got ice forecast, and the temperature, oh, my temperature's gone back up. It was 4 degrees just now when I pulled in the garage. It's gone up to 6 degrees. So we have got some cold weather coming. So it's time to put the warm layers on. Oh, see you in the morning, guys.